In this video, I want to talk to you about 4 things to be alert to. So things that just pay attention to, things that, affect us on a daily basis. I think sometimes we're like going through the motions. We're just like every single day is just passing. We're waking up, we're doing the same thing every single day. And so we're like on, repeat. We're like acting like robots. But some things I want you to just pay attention from this point forward if you're not doing it already. And that the first one is pay attention to what's going on around you. So I always like to be able to pay attention to the seasons as they change. And sometimes we get busy and we miss the roses as they're blooming, or we miss a butterfly, or we miss, whatever it is in nature that, that's attracted to you or that really makes you pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to, my husband has always told me to always pay attention to your surroundings. And so sometimes we get busy. We have these AirPods in our ears. We're on the phone. We're playing music. We're watching videos, and our attention is not on what's going on around us. It's just we're focused on this one thing, this phone. And so, of course, predators are everywhere. People are watching to take advantage of people. And so we need to pay attention to our surroundings. We need to pay attention to what's going on around us. We need to be alert to things that are happening. But this also has to do with pay attention to your family. Pay attention to what they're saying, what they're not saying, what their body language is saying, what's the undertone, we got to pay attention to what they're saying to us, what they're not saying. We got to be paying attention. Especially as, behaviors change, we got to be asking the right questions. We got to be listening to what they're saying to us, what they're telling us, what they're trying to, what they need. And I think, it's important that we know their love language so that we can love our family the way they want to be loved. And so also in this, I think we should pay attention to our friends. We can, we have people in our lives that we say, okay, they're strong. I don't have to check on them. They're fine. But we need to check on people, because even people who are strong, they get overwhelmed, they get frustrated, life beats them up, they have issues that they deal with privately, and they shouldn't have to, right? They're strong for everybody else, and then they can't even reach out to somebody else when they're hurting, when things are going on. So we need to check on people. We need to listen to what people are saying. We need to pay attention. Things that, does their body language and their words, are they congruent? So we need to pay attention. We need to listen. We need to tell people that we're there for them and really mean it, and listen, to what they're saying to us, not interrupting, not judgmental, not critical, but listening and really being there for people. It's so important that we're able to do that, especially if we want people to be there for us. Number 2 is pay attention to what's going on in you, inside of us. We got to pay attention to what's going on inside of us. What triggers us? What gets us upset? What makes us happy? What makes us sad? What are we feeling? Why are we feeling that? What has happened? Has something triggered us? Was it a smell? Was it a person? Was it an event? Was it something on television? We got to pay attention to our thoughts. Are they mostly negative? Are they mostly positive? Are we interrupting those thoughts with something positive? We got to pay attention to what's going on the inside of us. We got to take care of ourselves. With whatever self-care means to you, it's important that we're writing it down, that we're taking time every single week for ourselves. And even daily, if it's nothing but 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but I mean like weekly, taking ourselves on a date. And I got this from The Artist Way. Julia Cameron talks about this in the book, and it's Artist Date. And it's just creative, to get our creative juices going, to, we just need time for ourselves, by ourselves, whatever that means, going and sitting in a cafe, going to a museum, taking up painting or pottery, but you're going by yourself. You're learning more about yourself, what you like, what you dislike. But pay attention to what's going on the inside of you. What's your body telling you? Are you having aches and pains, or is stress affecting your body? Just pay attention to what's going on in your body. Number 3 is, also with what's going on in you, pay attention to your moods. Are you up, down, kind of what's going on with your moods. Number 3 is what's going on in the world. So I believe in watching in brevity. So I believe that, we just need to know what's going on in the world in short spurts. We don't need to hear it harbored on over and over again. We don't necessarily have to have people's points of view on it. We just need to get the quick and down and dirty facts. We just need to know. And so maybe you look at CNN for a brief second, you look at GMA, or you look at the newspaper, or whatever it is for you. You just need to know what's going on in the world. 4, or you can look at it on Yahoo News as well, but there's different avenues. I just believe in doing it in moderation. I don't believe that you should spend all day watching the news. I don't think you should have, CNN or whoever you watch on repeat or listen to it all day long, play the same stories, and that gets inside of you. I don't think that's healthy at all. And finally, what's going on in your field or area expertise. So you should be looking at what's going on. Are there trends, or the patterns, or the things that you need to be preparing yourself for? Have things changed? Do you need to be preparing to go into another industry, another market? You always want to have your skills top notch. So are you educating yourself? Are you reading on what's going on in your field? Are you educating yourself on your area expertise? Are you really trying to get better? But it's important that you're paying attention to all these different things. These things are important. They shape our lives. So number one was pay attention to what's going on around you. That's with your family and your friends. Two is what's going on inside of you. It's important that you know how you feel, who's violating boundaries, what the people around you, do they make you feel better or worse? So two is what's going on in you. Three is what's going on in the world. In moderation, we need to know what's happening. We need to know what's happening in the world. Four, what's going on in your field or area expertise. Super important that we are, diligent, and we're paying attention to, the change that are happening and what we need to do to change in accordance. So just something to be thinking about, things to pay attention to that's going on. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.